Tai Chi, the words Tai Chi. So just as a quick explanation, so you'll you'll hear Tai Chi called, it's either Tai Chi or Tai Chi Chuan, Chaun. Most of the time, if you hear Tai Chi Chuan, that's Sue. Hi. Um, so most of the time, if you hear it referred to as Tai Chi Chuan, it's used more for martial arts than health and fitness, but that's not always the case. And Tai Chi is more for health and fitness, but it doesn't always work that way. The word Chuan means fist, okay? Tai Chi means supreme ultimate. So the literal translation means supreme ultimate. And so you were doing the supreme and ultimate exercise of Tai Chi. So again, literal translation, or again, martial arts would be Tai Chi or supreme ultimate fist. Um, Tai Chi originated, they have written history going back to the 1600s, verbal history going back to the 1200s or even further back than that. It's really hard to trace the lineages because it was passed down only verbally, and it was only passed down within the family. And I think the ladies might find this interesting. It was only passed down from father to son. The daughters were not taught Tai Chi. Um, in ancient Chinese culture, the woman became part of the man's family when she became married, and you didn't want to um, give a potential enemy a yeah, the in-law become an enemy, right? Um, but there was you didn't want to give an enemy a great gift like Tai Chi, and so the women were not taught; only the men were taught. So, and then there's all kinds. It came originally. They think the Chen family was the founding family, and so you have the Chen style. And then the gentleman named Yang has just an amazing story of how he learned it from the Chen family. He worked in their store. Someone came in to. He worked in the Chen family store. Is this kind of okay? Is this interesting or is this boring as heck? Okay. So as the legend, as the fable or legend goes, a gentleman named Yang, who's the most Yang is now the most popular style of Tai Chi. Yang was working in the Chen family store, and he was watching the Chen family train at night in secret. He was like spying on them as they were training and doing Tai Chi, and he was practicing on their own. So, hi there, how are you? Have a seat. We saved you a seat right there. Sure, no problem. Thanks for coming. Make sure you sign up for me before you leave today, okay? So, anyway, oh, son's gonna do it. What a nice guy. Thank you. So Yang was watching the Chen family train in secret. Nobody knew about it. And then one day someone came in to rob the Chen family store. And let's just say Yang didn't let them do it. He kind of put them down, wouldn't let them steal anything from the Chen family store. But while watching Yang work, they were like, where'd you learn that from? Because spying on someone and learning their ways could get you killed. It had very serious consequences. But the head of the Chen family decided that Yang was that he was worthy, and so they continued. They brought him into the family and trained him in Tai Chi. He became somebody known as Yang the Invincible. To do Tai Chi skills, you used to go city to city and you would challenge people, who wants to take me on, and you would practice martial arts on one another. And Yang became Yang the Invincible because nobody could beat him. Um, and so he became so invincible that the emperor called him and said, "We want you to teach your style to the guards," which presented Yang with a really tough situation. Because if you teach Tai Chi to somebody who isn't supposed to know it, that can get you killed. Telling the emperor no can also get you killed. So talk about being between a rock and a hard place. And so again, as legend has it, Yang talked to the head of the Chen family and said, and as a pretty amazing compromise, said, "How about if I develop my own style of Tai Chi and teach that to the guards?" and he was given permission to do that. So he taught Yang style of Tai Chi, and that's how the Yang style became born. So it's very quite interesting. And the style that we're doing here is the Soon style. He's quite amazing. Also, he's the youngest of the masters. He passed away only in 1933. So and he had a lot of interesting qualities about him. Number one, he allowed himself to be photographed, which no one had done to that point. I think Yang had a photograph. I don't think it was. There's actually pictures of Soon in some of Tai Chi poses and everything. Soon also taught women how to do Tai Chi. Which again, he was one of the first to ever do that. And in fact, Soon's granddaughter continued the Soon style until quite recently. I think she passed away in the early 2000s or the late 1990s. So she was practicing the Soon style all that time. Soon was a Qigong master before he ever became a Tai Chi master. Um, and Soon didn't learn Tai Chi until he was in his 50s is when he started learning Tai Chi, but yet he still became a master. And the whole story about how he did that is he was walking along the road and he came across a guy who had been badly hurt. And he helped the guy get to the next town. He got him to a doctor and said, I'm going on to another town, but I'll come back through. Please take care of this man. He didn't know the guy. He was just helping him out. He had a kind heart. And so he told the doctor, when I come back through, I'll pay for his medical care, whatever it is. And when he came back through, the gentleman was feeling better. It turns out the gentleman was a Tai Chi master and didn't have the money to pay Soon, but said, I will teach you Tai Chi instead. So that's how Soon learned Tai Chi. So, okay, there's a little bit of history of Tai Chi. Probably more than you wanted, maybe, but it's quite interesting, I think. Just for me? No, there's no punchline in there. Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. You see a lot of commonalities. Um, as I was born and raised Christian. I work at the Jewish Community Center. I've learned that Tai Chi is considered a Taoist art, but you learn a little bit of Buddhism and Confucianism. And the more I've learned about all the different religions, the more I learn there's more in common with them than there are in opposition with them. And I think people need to start looking at the commonalities between all the different religions instead of all the differences. And I think this will make the world a much nicer place. So with that being said, let's get started. Go ahead and stand up. If you are able to, I'm going to slide this chair forward for you, sir. Take our right hand and make it into a fist representing power. Taking our left hand, bringing our fingers together, representing friendship. Tucking the thumb, representing humility. And the fist goes into the palm and we say, welcome, or ni hao. All right, we're going to start off with our deep breathing exercises. So standing in the Wuji position, feet shoulder or hip distance apart, a nice gentle bend in the knees, tuck in the tailbone, head lifted by a silk thread, breathing into the belly. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale, be kind to your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time, arms over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, as the hands go up, kind of push down on your feet. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, pushing the palms out. Fingertips up. Feel that nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time to the side. Inhale. Make sure you keep looking straight in front of you. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You just like that one so much, you're just going to keep doing it. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Exhale. Left hand up, right hand down. Either left hand is fine. Inhale. Exhale, right hand up and left hand down. Keep looking straight in front of you as you do this. Inhale and exhale. Keep looking straight in front of you. Keep that head lifted by that silk thread. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Keep looking straight in front of you as you do this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And lastly, gathering chi, my favorite, which makes it your favorite. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And there you have it. That's our breathing exercises. And it worked because everybody's still breathing. I love it when that happens. All right. So we're going to do something a little different today. We've done it in this class before, but it's been a while. So there is a Qigong exercise called Sharbachi. And we can do it standing or seated. So let's do some seated Shabachi today, all right? It's kind of a cool exercise. A lot of my students really love it. And you'll be amazed at the workout you get from a chair. So, sure, as my understanding of the English, my understanding of the English language leaves a lot to be desired. But the Chinese language, so we're doing a Qigong form called Sharbachi, all right? Shur means 10, Ba means 8, so 18. And Qi is anything that builds your inner energy is called a Qigong form. That's actually what Qigong means. Qigong means, Gong means hard working. So Qigong, literal translation is working hard at building your Qi, okay? So Tai Chi is a form of Qigong. But there's like thousands of Qigong exercises, and this is one of them that has 18 forms to it. A lot of my students love this form, okay? So we're going to go through, we're going to learn the 18 movements and kind of do them simultaneously, all right? So I may pause, show you the movement, walk you through the movement, and then we'll do it together and move on to the next one, okay? So movement number one. It looks like everyone's doing a really good job of sitting. Almost everyone is doing a really good job. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That was mean. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. When we sit Tai Chi style, we sit up on the edge of the chair, feet flat on the floor, heads lifted by the silk thread. We kind of rock forward on the pelvis so our back is nice and straight. This is really good to help you with your core strength, okay? And do not, please don't forget your core strength when you have Parkinson's, all right? This is the foundational muscles your body's built on, okay? Movement number, sorry, I gave you trouble. I apologize. That was, yeah, exactly. It just took me a while to think of a response. It took me just 2 years to think of something. So, all right. So the first movement, this is a really tough movement. You haven't seen this one before, so pay close attention, all right? So the first movement is commencement, all right? We float the hands up in front of us, shoulder height, and float the hands back down. Isn't that a tough one? Yeah, I know. We'll do it again. Inhale and exhale. Never seen this one before, have you? Inhale and exhale. The next one, I've been calling this, one of my students calls this giving a big hug. She's been calling it this for so long, I forget the original name of the movement, all right? So in this movement, looks like this. Okay? Couple of quick things on this one. This is about opening and expanding the body. So we're inhaling, bringing the hands up, and then we open the arms up. Now, don't pull your shoulder blades together, but like reach out like someone's pulling at your wrist. And you feel that nice stretch in your chest and your back, and then bring the hands together and down. Okay? So when I'm doing this one, I'm not doing this with the arms, I'm doing this with the arms. It's almost like you're a bird and you're trying to like air out your wings, okay? So float the hands up as you inhale. Keep inhaling, broadening the chest and the back. And then exhale and keep exhaling. Inhale, keep inhaling. Exhale, exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. It also forces you to take a nice big deep breath, which is not a bad thing. Next movement is called Dancing with Rainbows. Let me demonstrate this one first, and then we'll walk through it. All right. Standing version of that is even prettier, I think, when you're dancing with rainbows and really works the legs. All right. We're going to do the seated version now. So, to do the seated version, we're going to take the right hand and put it over the top of the right head. The right head. It's Friday. Right hand over the top of the head. Turn, look to the left. Feel that nice stretch as you look towards the left. And then the left hand comes over the top of the head, or the left head, and look towards the right. Right hand over the top of the head. You're turning the whole upper body, feeling the stretch in your lower back as you look left. And then left hand over the top of the head, turning the whole body as you look to the right. You should feel a stretch in your kidneys, right? And then right hand over the top of the head, look to the left. And then left hand over the top of the head and look to the right. And come back to center. And relax the hands down. Isn't that nice? Yeah. And so being a Qigong movement, this is all about lining up. We have different pressure points on our body. If you've ever had acupuncture or acupressure treatments, you know there's all kinds of different points on your body and that lie on 12 different meridians in your body. You have is it 4 or 8 vessels? You have 4 vessels, I may be wrong on that number, and 12 meridians. And so one of the key pressure points is here on your hand. It's called Lagong, and you have another one up here at the top, at the crown of your head, called Bao Wei. And in that exercise, you're lining up Lagong and Bao Wei with one another. So you're creating this circle of Qi happening here. All right, so movement number 4 is called circling arms. Let me demonstrate this once, and then we'll go through it together. There's a couple different things going on here. Okay? So we're used to gathering chi. We do that all the time, right? So in the Chinese world, there is both earthly qi, yin qi, and heavenly qin, yang qi. That's what I don't have a yin yang symbol on. And that's what the whole part of the yin yang symbol is. The Chinese believe as a human, we sit between heaven and earth. And that's why we are a combination of earthly qi and heavenly qi. Okay? And so when we gather chi like this, we're gathering heavenly chi. As we gather chi like this, we're bringing in earthly chi into our body. Okay? We're also crossing our wrist over in front of us, and our wrists have all kinds of pressure points on them. Our hands and our wrists have all kinds of pressure points. So we're crossing our wrist over. In the true Chinese tradition, men would have their left hand on the inside and cross over the top with the right. So for men, the left hand would be on the inside, and women, the right hand would be on the inside. Okay? That was a heavy breath. It's really easy to remember, though. Women, the right hand is on the inside because women are always right. Okay? Sure. And gentlemen, the left hand is always on the inside because men are always left out. That was one of my Parkinson's friends that came up with that one. One of my Tai Chi friends, who ironically was a woman, had the women are always right. So one more thing that happens with this, in the standing version of this, there is a lowering movement. And it's not something that you have to do. So some people just lower down a little bit. Some people come down even lower. Or if your legs are warmed up, which mine aren't necessarily are, you can go all the way down. And then as you come up, you bring the hands up and you come up on the toes and float down. Okay? So the way that we mimic that from the chair is we push down on both feet. And then as you're bringing the hands up, you raise your heels up and you keep pushing down on your toes. Okay? Be careful with this. If you're prone to calf cramps, leg cramps, it can trigger a cramp in your leg. So if that happens, just don't push down, all right? You don't have to push down at all if you don't want to, but if you want to work the legs, push down on both feet and then keep pushing down or come up on the toes. You'll feel it work your calves right away, all right? So crossing the wrist over in front, pushing down on both feet, hands come up now, I'm pushing down on the toes, and then relax, release the heels and the hands down. Crossing the wrist, pushing down on both feet. Now I'm pushing down on the toes, raising the hands up over the head, and then relax the heels and the hands down. One more time. Now I'm pushing down on both feet. Hands come up. Now I'm pushing down on the toes, heels up in the air, and relax the heels and the hands down. That's movement number 4. Movement number 5 is called Repulsing the Monkey, and it looks like this. Because you don't want monkeys around, so you repulse the monkeys, right? All right, so what's happening with this exercise? Let me show you this one from the side for just a second. I'm going to stay in mirroring mode. So the left hand comes down, and then I reach back with the left hand and forward with the right hand, and I turn when I reach my maximum extension, both hands turn palm up, all right? Now, with this left hand, as I bring it forward, I don't do this to bring it forward, and I don't do this to bring it forward, but I curve the hand. So I curve the fingers, and then the wrist and the elbow, and you notice it comes right by my ear, right over my shoulder, and right down the front line of my body, okay? So it's not going above my head, and it's not going way out to the side of me, but it's like it's a serpent, and you will feel this stretch roll all the way down your arms. A lot of times as I call cueing out for this, I'll say, turn your wrist, your fingers, and then wrist, and then elbow, and then shoulder, and you'll feel that stretch kind of roll down your arm as you do it, okay? The hand in front of you, you want to keep that directly in front of you. Don't let it waver over here and over here. You want it directly in front of you, like at the 12 o'clock position, okay? All right. So prayer hand position. You start with the left hand at the belt line, palm up. I reach back with the left hand, forward with the right hand. I turn both hands palm up like I'm carrying two platters. And then I roll that left hand forward, fingers, wrist, elbow, and shoulder. And now the right hand comes down to the belt line. I reach back with the right, forward with the left. I turn both hands palm up, keep the upper body nice and straight. And now I roll the right hand forward. So pause for 1 second. As I'm doing this, okay, with this, all of these exercises, there are modifications. So if this is bothering your shoulder to do that, just bring your hand straight out to your side. And as your shoulder gets more flexibility, you'll be able to go further and further back. This hand, always, the front hand, always stays in the front. And make sure that you're not leaning. As you're doing this, I'm rotating my body around my spine. Okay? Prayer hand position, left hand, palm up at the belt line. Reach back with the left, forward with the right, whatever works for your shoulder, and then you re-roll that left hand forward. Fingers, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Right hand comes down to the belt line. Reach back with the right, forward with the left, turning both hands palm up, and roll the right hand forward. Do that one more time because we're having so much fun. Reach back with the left, forward with the right, turning both hands palm up, and then we roll the left hand forward. Good workout for the arm, isn't it? Reaching back with the right, forward with the left, turning both hands palm up like you're carrying two platters. Keep the upper body straight, and then roll the right hand forward. And come back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. One quick thing about that. The standing version, yang style, of Repulsing the Monkey looks like this. You'll notice the hands are still the same, right? But I'm doing a retreating motion, hence the term repulsing the monkey. So I'm walking backwards as I do that. That's why it's so important to keep that hand in front of you, because if you notice, while I was doing that, I was turning my body this direction and then this direction and this direction. If you're turning your body, how do you know where the front is? You know it because this is your anchor to the front. If you don't let this be in front of you, you end up starting to do this and look like a drunken sailor. All right. Next one, number 6, rowing the boat. You guys know this one. Bring the hands up behind us and down in front of us. Up behind us and down in front of us. One more time. Do what your shoulder allows you to do. Bring the hands up behind us and down in front of us. Next motion is called turn and hold the ball. Let me demonstrate. This is turn and hold the ball. Okay, couple things going on with this one. As I imagine I'm scooping with my right hand, and then I extend up and to the left. And when I'm here, I don't just hold my arm here, like I reach and extend. It's almost like you're taking some beautiful water and you're offering it to the gods. So you're extending up and offering it to the gods, and you feel the stretch go all the way down your arm and all the way down your side. All right. The other thing that you do on this exercise is, as I'm scooping with the right hand, I push the right big toe into the ground. So my foot comes up a little bit, and I push this right big toe into the ground. And then as you extend, you'll feel the stretch go all the way down your leg. All right. So if you're stretching, if you got that big toe pushing down and you're stretching, a lot of times you'll feel that stretch run all the way down that side of your body. Okay. And the other hand kind of hangs back here, right down by your booty, okay? So from prayer hands, start with the right hand in front of the right leg, push the right big toe into the ground, scoop and extend. Feel that stretch run all the way down the body. And then with the left hand, pushing the left big toe into the ground, scoop and extend. With the right hand, push the right big toe into the ground, scoop and extend. And then with the left hand, push the left big toe into the ground, scoop and extend. With the right hand, Right big toe into the ground, scoop and extend, reach and extend. And with the left hand, pushing the left big toe into the ground, scoop and extend. And come back to center. Feel that stretch? Isn't that a beautiful stretch? I'm firmly convinced that doing stretches like this help with the rigidity of Parkinson's disease. All right. You have to find that right balance and you have to make sure that you're hydrated. That I'm firmly convinced it helps with the rigidity. Nothing gets rid of that rigidity, but you can help it. Okay. All right. Next exercise is turn and gaze at the moon, or the wise owl gazes backwards. So in this, it's fun the names they come up with, isn't it? So in this exercise, it looks like this. Talk about working your core. So as you do this exercise, you look up. So I'm looking up and over my left shoulder, and I'm looking up towards the ceiling as I do this because the moon's up there, right? And then I relax down, and then I look up in that right corner. Okay. So you can't move your hips because you're sitting on them. So that makes it easier for you. The one thing that you will find out is like right above the, like dead center above my head is halfway in that ceiling tile. When you're, am I boring you already? As you're doing the turning and using your peripheral vision, I can see that same spot as I look from one side to the other. Okay. I didn't, when I first started, I couldn't. But this becomes a nice thing to kind of shoot for and talk about working the torso. When I talk about that core strength, you'll feel that with this one, okay? So, wise owl gazes backwards. We look up and over our left shoulder. Feel that stretch. We keep the body straight and then release the hands down and look up and over the right shoulder. Keeping the body nice and straight. Good job. Release the hands down. Look up and over that left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch. And look up and over the right shoulder. And feel that stretch. One more time. Look up and over the left shoulder. And look up and over the right shoulder. And relax the hands down. Excellent. By the way, she told me ahead of time she was going to be getting a phone call. She's waiting to have her refrigerator serviced, and they gave her a time. We'll be there anywhere between 7 and 4. Yeah, I have a life, person. I hate it when they do that. So, all right, next, it's called turn and push palms. So, with our hands loosely clenched at the belt line, we'll start with the left hand. We pick the left hand up to almost like to the armpit, and then we push it across the body, fingertips up. Don't move the shoulders, so I'm not doing this. I'm keeping my shoulders square. As I push out, I feel that stretch up the arm. Then you imagine like it's a big doorknob in front of you, so you're rotating the hand, so you drop that little finger and pull the hand back to the belt line. And then the right hand, you pick it up, you push it across the body, and then you grab on and pull back. Left hand pushes right, and then you grab on and pull back. Right hand pushes left, and you grab on and pull back. This is an important movement, so work on that rotation, all right? Pick up the left hand, push it across to the right, grab on, pull back, and then pick up the right hand, push it across to the left, and grab on and pull back. Excellent. Next movement. They're going to get here sometime today? All right. They're there. Oh, they call you when they're there? Oh, good. There you go. All right, good. I was going to go, what? Hi, I'm at your door. Why don't you just knock? All right. Next is called cloud hands, waving hands like clouds. This is the yang style, all right? So I like to use the visualization that helps with this. With this exercise, you're rotating your body from the right side to the left side, okay? So I'm going to rotate my body to the right. I'm going to imagine that I'm holding a baby. Left hand is on top. That hand is even with my heart. Lower hand is right over my thigh. Both palms facing forward like I'm holding a big baby. All right. I'm going to bring that baby over to the left side. And then with my left hand, I'm going to make like a stop sign. And then I'm going to shift my hands. That left hand is going to come in, kind of cuddle the baby's bottom, and then bring the baby back over to the right. And then I do a stop sign with the right hand. I shift hands, I hold the baby, and bring the baby over to the left. I do a stop sign with the left hand, I shift the hands, I hold the baby. Now the right hand is on top, and I bring the baby back over to the right. I stay on the right side, I do a stop sign with the right hand, I shift the hands, I hold the baby, bring the baby over to the left. Left hand is on top as I'm moving to the left. Stop sign with the left hand, shift the hands, hold the baby, right hand is on top, and gently bring the baby back over to the right. And then do a stop sign with the right hand, float the left hand up and come back to center, and relax the hands down. Excellent. Good mind exercise, isn't it? Yeah, cloud hands is a beautiful movement. And it actually exists in the Chen, the Yang, and the Sun style. And it's all very different, but you see the similarities between them also. And I have one just darling story. So I teach in an adult daycare. So there are people with dementia and Alzheimer's and everything there. And so I use that same, imagery of holding the baby. There was one gentleman, incredibly bright gentleman. I think he was a professor in his life, and he's having I think it's dementia issues, but still very brilliant. He plays a really great piano. He just does it at very awkward times. But when we did that, when I said holding the baby, every time he went, and then we'd move and shift hands, I'd say hold the baby, and he went every time. I mean, talk about touching your heart. It's pretty awesome. All right, so the next move is called scoop from the sea and look to the sky. Make sure you stay in your chair as you do this one. All right, looking at this one from the standing position, we scoop from the sea and look to the sky. Talk about a good balance test. That's why we're doing it from a chair. But this is going to help your core and it will help your balance. All right. So as we scoop from the sea, again, do what your body is comfortable with. We're going to bend forward like you're scooping up water from the sea. And then you bring the hands up over your head. And then you open the hands, you arch the back, and you look towards the ceiling, push your chest up and look to the sky. And then we come back down. We scoop from the sea. You're scooping up water from the sea. And then you look to the sky. You arch the back, push the chest forward, opening up the hands. One more time. We scoop from the sea. And we look to the sky. I love the way that one feels on my back. That's a really gentle stretch on the back. Next movement is called playing with waves from prayer hand position. This is one of my favorites, and doing this standing. This one's really pretty from standing because you push the waves out to sea and you receive the waves back. You push the waves out. And so we're just doing that very same thing from the chair. So you push the waves out to sea, and then you receive the waves back, kind of circle hands down and back up to the chest. Now, as you push the waves out, you can push down on your feet as you push the waves out, and then kind of release the feet as you bring the waves back, receive the waves back. Push the feet out, push the waves out to sea, relax the legs, circle hands down and up to the chest, receive the waves back. One more time, push the waves out and receive the waves back. The next move is called the dove spreads its wings. So I open up the arms. As I bring the arms towards one another, I push down on my feet, and then release the legs as you open the arms up and take a big, deep breath. Push down on the feet as the hands come forward. Release the feet as the arms open up. And then push down on the feet, hands towards one another, and release the feet as the arms open up. And relax the hands down. One more. Want to do one more before we do meditation? I'll teach you how to punch. You just have to promise you don't do it to each other, okay? So a Chinese punch starts palm up at the belt line. And then as you punch, you roll the over so that now the palm is facing down. And sometimes you hear Tai Chi referred to as shadow boxing. So you're trying to punch a person who is the same height, weight as you and everything. So you punch them directly in the center of the chest, all right? So my hand's not out here, up here, or down here. It starts here, goes to the center of the chest, and then comes back. So I'm rotating the hand as I do this punch, okay? So that's one rotation. You want to learn another one? So the other one is, this one's best seen from the side. I'm going to kind of go at a diagonal. So as I'm punching, right as I get to the apex, so as I'm bringing my hand out, notice my wrist is kind of down. And as you get to the apex of the punch, you flick the wrist up and then turn it and come back. So the punch looks like that. Okay, I'm doing it fast to show it to you. So you don't have to do all those spirals. First work on this spiral and getting your aim correctly. Then when you have that, then you can add that flick of the wrist, okay? So while you do this, push down hard on both feet. Because in the standing sense, you go into what they call a horse stance. And then you punch left and punch right and punch left, all down in this horse stance. And if you notice, my rear wasn't that far from where my chair is right now. Talk about a good workout on the legs. That'll do it for you. And I've seen Dr. Lam, he'll stand like this and write in Chinese calligraphy that looks absolutely beautiful, because whatever he writes in English, he'll write in Chinese, and he does this beautiful Chinese calligraphy from that position. It's like, how do you do that? All right, punching, pushing down on both feet. We punch left and punch right. Punch left and punch right. And punch left and punch right. And back to center. Beautiful. Relax the legs. Shake your legs loose. All right. We didn't get through all 18. That was 11, 12, 13. That was movement number 14. We were close. We were close. Good workout, though, isn't it? So if you'd help remind me next Friday, I'll go through the last 4 movements, and then we'll go through all 18. If you just someone to help remind me, since you guys seem to like it. Did you, or is it only this side that liked it? I think we wore Dave out, didn't we? Nap time? All right. So let's do some meditation, okay? Let me get a drink of water. Any questions about meditation at all? How long does it take? We'll do it for about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer than 10 minutes. Is that okay? Okay. No, anybody out there? Okay. So, meditation, one of the best things I can see I see just amazing results. People with Parkinson's, when they do meditation. I a lot of times will see tremors become reduced or disappear. I see dyskinesia sometimes disappear. It can be really powerful. And I've mentioned this before. I was born and raised Christian, but it doesn't matter what your spirituality is. I heard the description that when you are praying, you are talking to your God, your spiritual being, whoever that is. And so when you're praying, you're talking to that spiritual being. When you are meditating, now you're listening to that spiritual being. And I really like that, because we sometimes, just as we were kind of alluded to earlier, I think the world needs to listen more, right? My father always told me there's a reason God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. And when he said that, it was usually shut up and listen to what I'm saying, kid. But my father was a very intelligent man, so he was right on that. So the basis of meditation is breathing, inhaling through the nose, letting the belly expand, exhaling through the mouth, letting the belly contract. As you first start doing this breathing, you do it linear, meaning you inhale through the nose into the belly, belly expands, exhale through the mouth, and as the belly contracts. So you imagine like you're inhaling, the breath is moving down your spine into the belly and then coming back up the spine and out the mouth. That's a good way to start to learn to breathe, is think of it linear, all right? After you get done, after you get good with that linear, then you can move to circular breathing, what they call small circulation breathing. And as you inhale to the top of your head, that bow way point I was talking about. You inhale to bow way and let it run down the back of your spine and into your belly. And then as you exhale, it comes up the front of the chest and out the mouth. So it becomes this circulation of inhale and exhale. Okay. I talked also about vessels. You have 12 meridians and 4 vessels. I have that number wrong. I don't know all the vessels yet, obviously. Um, and so the vessels store our chi. And so when you're breathing, if you want to do it in the traditional Chinese sense, you would take your tongue and let it lie on just the top of the roof of your mouth. And when you do that, that connects your governing vessel and your conception vessel and gives you more chi flow through the body. Okay? So that's just by laying your tongue on the roof of the mouth, you're connecting those 2 vessels together. All right? So with all of that in mind, let's do some deep breathing. Let's do some meditation. All right? I'm going to turn the music up just a touch. So we're sitting up nice and straight and tall. This gives us this good energy flow through our body. First, let's take a couple of deep cleansing breaths, all right? Cleaning the mind of any thoughts. So long, slow, deep belly breath in. Breathe into the belly. And then as you exhale through the mouth, you're clearing your mind of any thoughts. Now think about what happened earlier today, what could happen this afternoon. Stay in the here and now. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. And then as we exhale, breathing out through the mouth, clearing the mind of any thoughts. Once again, inhale, fill the lungs with air. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, clear the mind of any thoughts. So now you're focused on the here and now. So let's take a big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, breathe relaxation into your feet and your legs and your hips. Again, inhale, filling the lungs with air. Feel the belly expand. Exhale, as you're breathing out, you're breathing relaxation. Feel it flow through the hips and the legs and the feet. Once again, inhale, filling the lungs with air. Belly expands. As we exhale, we're relaxing our legs, relaxing our feet, relaxing our hips. I like to feel just like a wave of calmness washing from my belly down into the ground. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, feel that calmness wash through the lower body. Your legs and feet may start to feel heavy now. That's great. It's awesome. Now we're going to move to the central core of the body. So take a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to relax the belly. We're going to relax our internal, our intestines, and our stomach, and relax the lower back. Once again, inhale, we fill the lungs with air. And as we exhale, relaxing the belly, relaxing the lower back, relaxing our stomach and intestines. Once again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. As we exhale, we're relaxing that whole inner part, the central core of our body. This is where we hold a lot of our stress and our tension. Inhale once again, fill the lungs with air, feel the belly expand. And then as we exhale, we relax that belly, we relax the lower back, we relax our belly button. Inhale once again, filling our lungs with air. As we exhale, relaxing our belly, relaxing our upper and lower back, and relax our chest. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, relaxing the belly. Relax the chest. Relax the torso. Let's do that again. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. Feel the belly expand. And then as we exhale, relaxing that whole central core of our body. Feel your stress and tension just drain away. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and tall as you do this. One more time with our torso. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, we relax the chest and the upper back, lower back, belly. Next, we're going to move to our arms and our shoulders. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, relax the shoulders, relax our hands and our arms, elbows and wrists. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands, the arms. Feel your hands start to get heavy. Feel that stress and anxiety just flow away from your shoulders. Inhale once again, big, deep belly breath in. And then as we exhale, we relax the arms, relax the hands, relax the shoulders. Do that one more time. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. Feel the belly expanding. And then as we exhale, we relax shoulders, our arms, and our hands. And then we'll finish up with our head and our face. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, we relax our neck, relax all the muscles in our head, relax the muscles of our face. Again, we inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, relaxing all the muscles of our face. Relax our eyes, relax our jaw, relax our forehead. Long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, relaxing all the muscles of the head and the face. Once again, big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, once again, feel the head and the face nice and soft and relaxed. For our final few breaths of meditation, we're just going to let that wave of calmness wash across the body. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, feel that relaxation wash across the head and the face, arms and shoulders, torso, legs, down to the feet. Inhale, big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, feel that wave of calmness, almost like water pouring over your head, washing away all of your anxiety, washing away all of your stress. One last time. Big, deep belly breath in. And then as we exhale, feel that wave of calmness and gentleness wash from our head through our feet. Beautiful. Look at how relaxed you are right now. Didn't take any extra medication. I think I put everybody to sleep, actually. um, our minds are very powerful, and meditation helps us learn to control our mind. And just as we use Tai Chi to exercise our body and our mind, meditation focuses solely on the mind, helps us learn to control our mind, which makes us very powerful. I do this with special needs young adults. It's really amazing to watch that. But look at how calm everybody is right now. Where'd those tremors go? All right. So use meditation, not medication, right? All right. Think about all the blessings you have in your life. That's one of the things. I ran out of time today, but sometimes when I'm doing meditation, I'll take this feeling of relaxation that you're feeling right now and then have you think about something that you're very thankful for. It could be a person, it could be something that happened in your life. And you let that feeling of thankfulness and that feeling of relaxation start to mix together. And what happens is if you keep practicing that, what you'll find is when you start to relax, you'll start to feel thankful for all the blessings in your life. And when you start to feel thankful, that helps you relax. The body starts to combine those two things together and they start to trigger one another. So that can become very powerful, that feeling of thankfulness and the feeling of relaxation starting to intertwine with one another. Okay? All right. Great session today. I'm going to turn on the overhead lights. You guys and gals have a great weekend. Lights. And we'll see everybody next either Thursday or next Friday. Okay? All right. Great job. You can leave the chairs where you're at. We have more people coming in. Not sure who.